Hi guys, how we doing today? Welcome to Just on Tarot. I'm trying to look for places to put stuff. It's not really working out so well. All right, this is going to be your blue moon, all signs. We're doing air and earth signs. So if you're an air sign, earth sign, or have a placement in air or earth, this is the read for you. All right, we're going to be doing a manifestation moon card, a oracle moon card, and a magic card. I'll be doing an affirmation at the end, and we're just going to kind of see where we're at and where we're going. All right, we are starting with the beautiful Geminis today. The beautiful Geminis. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus aspects, maybe Saturn. I don't really know much about the planets, but we're learning. Every day is a learning process. All right. What do we have for the beautiful Geminis going into this beautiful blue moon? All right. What do they need to know for their higher good? All right. Full moon in Gemini. I like that. It's about embracing the flow of life. Now on the bottom, talk less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. I am not an astrologist. You might have to look that up. So, embracing the flow of life. So maybe you're getting, I feel like you're getting kind of down deep about what that means. It is a beautiful full moon, and they're meditating. Maybe some quiet contemplation about things. All right. What do we have for the highest good for Gemini? I'm not taking all that. Sorry. Holy crap, Geminis want to talk. They are an air sign. All right. What do we got going on? Work through your fears. I like that. New moon and Scorpio. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. I like that because there's like a little arrow. So that kind of reminds me of like the Ace of Swords. So definitely really cool. So I feel like the more you embrace the kind of the flow of life and how it goes, it does enable you to work through your fears. So maybe we're working through our fears. Not maybe. We probably are. We're always moon card showing up. Embracing the flow of life and working through it. I like that a lot. You know, maybe we've been dealing with some heartbreak right now. You know, allowing yourself some spiritual healing. Maybe there's messages you're receiving, or even getting in this particular card, it's always about the stillness and the quietness, kind of like what we're hearing and praying. I like it. All right, tell me about this. Embrace the flow of life for Gemini. 5 of Cups. Ooh, okay. 5 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Empress coming out. So I feel like this is telling you, like, when you're embracing the flow of life, you always have some kind of emotions or something that you're holding on to that always needs to be released. Like, you're looking at the 3 Cups, that past energy, the coulda, shoulda, woulda beens, instead of moving towards the 2 Cups that are behind you. Or in this case, the shells. You know, it's about not looking back so much. I feel like the more you look back, it kind of puts you in this position where you're not nurturing the things that you have in front of you, or embracing that love. But I feel like with that Queen of Wands, it's like that energy that you're not really going to nurture. You're not going to allow to keep you ungrounded at the moment, you know. And then we have the Empress, the actual flow of life. I love that. It's about moving with the flow. So I feel like with embracing the flow of life is maybe looking up from those 5 of Cups energy, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, no longer allowing it to control your life, no longer allowing it to keep you unstable, ungrounded, and, you know, allowing yourself to breathe at the moment and nurture, just kind of sitting within, just patiently allowing things to happen. And I feel like that's bringing you some kind of reward in. What that reward is, I don't know, but we'll see. All right, what do we have for this? Work through your fears for the beautiful Gemini. All right, tell me about this. Work through your fears. What do Geminis need to know? We have the 3 of Wands. I like that. I feel like the more you work through your fears, the more it allows you to kind of relax, drink that cup of coffee, and it's kind of like a patient waiting for everything to come in. You know, it's about trusting yourself with that High Priestess. Oh. And then we have the Chariot. That action, that forward movement. I feel like it's some kind of willpower move. All right, what else do we got? One more. I feel like if you've been stuck in your head about a love offer, I feel like the Ten of Swords is telling you to stop. All right, tell me about this. I don't know who needed to hear that, but whatever. All right, I like that. The World. Judgment call. I like it. I feel like you made a judgment call, or you're making a judgment call. You're going to focus on what makes me grounded, what's going to make me stable, what's going to make me thrive. I feel like this is thriving energy. I'm going forward. I'm looking at the opportunities and the options ahead of me. But at the same time, don't... What's the word? It's very fast movement. And 7 of Cups can also be kind of going through the emotions or having too much at you at once. So if you do have too much going on at once, it might be a good time to kind of slow that energy down a little bit. But I also do feel like this could be like forward movement into the options ahead. So, but whatever you're deciding to do here, embracing the flow of life and working through your fears, I feel like you've made some kind of judgment call. You know, maybe you're releasing it and just focusing on what you can create, what you can build, and being stable and very abundant. And a lot of that has to do with releasing what emotions you have, no longer feeling unstable, ungrounded, and just kind of putting a lot of love into yourself and the flow of life in general. The more you flow, the more things kind of come in for you. But on the downside, you have to really work through those fears. And I feel like those fears are the opportunities that the world holds for you. You know, where am I going? Where am I driving? Where's this direction headed? And you're driving your own chariot, so you decide that. And maybe it's calling for you to turn the page. It's a new chapter in life. Like, where's it going to go? Where's it going to head? And you write your own chapter. Like, you are the main character of your own story. All right. I definitely like it. I definitely feel like allowing the embrace of life does enable you to work through some of your fears that you have going on. So it's definitely really good energy. One more, please. All right. So we have insight from the Making Magic Oracle deck. Open the third eye and strengthen intuition. So definitely gaining some insight into something. healing. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. That landed on embrace flow of life and work through your fears. Trinka 5. Manifesting money and income. And 5s are about changes. So what is it you have to change in that fear mindset in order to bring you the money, the income, or the stability that you're wanting? All right. I got these a while ago. It's affirmations for savages. So we're going to try them out because I haven't used them yet. So we're going to see what Gemini, what's your affirmation going into this weekend or whenever you hear this. All right. What is the affirmation we have going on for Geminis for their highest good? All of my things are shaking. All right. Oh, it says not that one. All right. There we go. Okay. Your affirmation is, my presence is known from the streets to the boardrooms. I dominate in every time zone. I love that. Definitely about business. Oh. All right, Geminis. That's what I have for you. Love it. Oh, let go of them fears, buddy. It always takes me a minute to reset the cards. So, if you are still here, we are moving on to Libra at 11:48. Hi Libras, how are you guys doing today? I hope all is well. All right, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure to check out your other placements. And if you're feeling frisky, you can always adopt a familiar. All right. Okay, what do we have going on for the Libras, for the Blue Moon, for their highest good? What can you tell them? I'm not taking all that. Just one, please. For Libras. All right. Thank you. Can't talk. Push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Cancer. I like that. And you also got like that yin yang moon in there. On the bottom we have Attune to the Divine, new moon in Pisces. So I feel like pushing through any insecurity does allow you to reach out to the divine and listen to what it's saying. And right now I feel like any insecurities you do have, you're kind of giving them up to the divine, whatever that divine is for you. All right, what do we have for the beautiful Libras? For this beautiful moon, for their highest good. What do we have for the beautiful Libras? Okay, cool. I like that. The end of a tough cycle approaches. That is the full moon in Capricorn. Be bold and make the first move. I like this. I don't know if it's about love or not, but I feel like whatever insecurity you're pushing through and you're just kind of trusting the divine is allowing whatever cycle that you've been dealing with to move forward. Okay? And it's about being able to be bold, to step out. Maybe you're stepping out of the comfort zone. You're allowing yourself to be who you actually are. I didn't move around in my chair. All right. Let's see what we got going on for this push through in the insecurity. Ooh, the tower showing its face. So it's sudden changes, shifts. So anytime you move through like a cycle and you get like the tower card, it's a kind of a shakeup, maybe a realization or a change in maybe your thought process or the way you do things, or it could just be a general shakeup in your life, you know. And with the Emperor, it's like maybe a shakeup towards I feel like understanding how you can achieve things. Kind of putting, it's like that bolder action. The ability to create the life that you want. You know, you just gotta take a leap. Jump. Alright, tell me about alright. They came out. We're not going to keep them, but I will let you see them. So the 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like whatever you have planted or whatever you're rooting allows you to build something super solid for your future. And it's telling you to let go of the... I don't know how to explain it. Let go. Like, it's planted, water it, nurture it, it will grow, but it's going to happen in its own time type of energy. And I really like that. All right, tell me about this push through any insecurity. I feel like that was a side message. All right, we have the Fool coming out again. And then we have the 2 of Swords. All right, give me one more, please. Ooh, the Chariots. I love it. On the bottom, we have the Star. The Star can talk about healing, hope, wishes, dreams. So whether you're healing or whether you're allowing your wishes to come true or putting your wishes out there, I feel like it's a big step for you. Maybe a step in the right direction. You're definitely taking a chance or an opportunity on something. I feel like it's something that you've been kind of back and forth with. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? When really you just need to kind of take the blindfold off and aim for whatever it is you want. And the Chariot talks about willpower. You know, do I have the willpower to do this? And that's pushing through that insecurity you have right now. We have the 5 of Pentacles behind that. I know everybody's probably tired of seeing this 5 of Pentacles because it keeps showing up. But I think it's healing some kind of mindset you have over what makes you stable, abundant, or how you're going to grow, and you're starting to actually open up a little bit. So, it does take work and effort, though. Just keep that in mind with that 3 of Pentacles. All right. Tell me about the end of the tough cycle approaches. I really like that for you guys. So... we have the 10 of Cups. Not taking all of that, buddy. All right. Give me 2 more, please. 2 more. There you go. Thank you. Yep. I'll take it. Ooh. Okay. Why the Justice reversed? Okay. You got the 6 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like whatever you're giving out to the universe, like it's about timing, divine timing. Like, maybe it's your time to receive a little bit with that 6 of Pentacles energy. Then we have the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. I like this. Whatever you are focused on growing in your life, or whatever you are determined, driven, very grounded, it's like accomplishment energy. You know, I feel like it feels rewarding to you, but I also feel like it's just going to reward you in general. It's just about timing. You know, things take time to grow, and I think that's the understanding and the realization what you're trying to learn right now. So I feel like we got the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. It's about getting through the mental clarity about where you're going to build. And I feel like proper planning, because that King of Pentacles also talks about planning also. Very proper planning. It's like having a plan and a direction to go in. All right. The end of the tough cycle approaches. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Justice in reverse. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So if this is, and we have the Moon clarifying the Justice card. So I feel like this Ten of Cups is focusing on your happiness, like what you're wanting to build. It could be the family card. You could be trying to start a family. This could just be your own happiness in general. And I feel like you're just kind of like dropping the weight of it, to be quite honest. It's like you're trying to, I don't know how to say this to, it's kind of like you've been trying to balance everything out, and at this point, like I'm not reading the Justice card as like a bad thing, like things aren't going to go in your favor and all that, but more like let me see how I want to say this. It's like you want the Ten of Cups. You're allowing the Ten of Cups to happen. And I think you're just kind of releasing how it happens. Because the Moon can talk about releasing things. You know, it could talk about illusions, secrets, or anything. I feel like if you've been holding anything back, it's not really an illusion anymore type of energy. And for some reason, I feel like it's very balanced for you. Like the Two of Pentacles can talk about everything being kind of out of balance. The Justice talks about everything balanced. And it's definitely some work you have to put in. The Four of Cups showing up. So it's about not looking at the past opportunities and focusing on the opportunities you have going forward. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. That Four of Cups again coming out. Okay, so whatever insecurity you're pushing through, I think you're making a bold decision to move forward. You might not be decided on which direction you want to go with that Chariot here, but with the tough cycle approaches, if you've been dealing with a situation that does not make you happy, I feel like you're not really giving to it anymore. You're allowing it to just be the unknown. It is what it is type of energy. You know, what I feel like you're doing is trying to balance out your emotional self at the moment. You might be going out, you might be having fun, new ideas, researching, trying to do things. You know, and that mental clarity and conflict about what you love, where you want to be, who you want to be, what type of person you want to be with. And I feel like it's about deciding where you want to put your effort or your energy. With that Five of Wands, it usually talks about, it could be conflict, could be collaboration. That's kind of up for you to decide what you want. But if this were kind of like a love situation, I feel like maybe you're taking a new chance on love. You're kind of undecided, and it's always going to be undecided in which direction that you want to go. So you need to take that blindfold off, and that's pushing through whatever insecurity you do have. And if you have been going through a tough cycle, I feel like really kind of like it. It's kind of like a relief energy. It's like I'm focused on my happiness and I'm really just kind of tired of and balancing out the unknown. Like maybe I don't really want to balance it out. I'm going to embrace it type energy, you know, and maybe find a healthier balance for these emotions you've been working through. And if this were love, like if this is some kind of love situation, I feel like the universe is telling you to follow your passion, your drive. You know, where do you want to go in life? I know it's probably not going to make sense to a lot of people, but I feel weird. The Lover's popping out. Again, Gemini energy. This might be like because we're around there. Take time. Plan. Plan where you want to build. But definitely, I feel like you're driven to succeed. It's all about breaking out a choice or decision on where you're willing to put the work and effort into. All right, take that how it resonates. It's kind of weird, but I feel like it's kind of just a releasing type of energy. I really like it. It feels good. All right, let's get you an oracle card. All right, what do we got going on? What do we have going on for Libra? All right. Not taking all that. What do we got over here? Okay. What do we got for this? Okay. We'll take it. On the bottom, we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. Right. We have breaking bad habits on your push through insecurity, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. I like that. Ending a tough cycle is protection. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. I don't know if I showed you that one or not, but I like it. Oh. I do like it. It's really cool. It's kind of like que sera type of energy. I don't really know how to describe it, but it feels freeing. It's like letting go of the outcome of what's the unknown and really just balancing out the things that you love or the things that you align with type of energy. I don't know why it makes sense, but it does. All right, what is the affirmation a Libra needs to hear right now? Give me one, please. All right, one more time. I don't compete. I dominate in my own lane. I like that. Very, very good. But definitely, I like it. It's really good. I feel like once you push through these insecurities, it definitely allows for things to move in. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Libras. I also want to say with that Justice card, and Justice is that Libra energy. Like, if you feel like things haven't really been fair, I think that the universe is kind of working behind the scenes type of energy. So take that how it resonates. All right, moving on to the Aquas. The Aqua babies. All right. How are you doing, Aquarius? All right. This is going to be your Blue Moon read. All right. Take what resonates. Please leave the rest. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And really any placement you have going on that you need some work in. Or that you just want to hear. All right. What do I have for my beautiful Aquarius? What do I have for the beautiful Aquarius? What is the message they need for their higher good? All right. We have reveal what needs to be seen in last quarter moon of Scorpio. And then we have attune to the divine. Libra just got that on the bottom also. So, reveal what needs to be seen. So maybe there's a truth that's coming out that needs to be seen, or you're just getting out and being seen. What is it that you are not seeing at the moment that you need to see? Type of energy. And emotions are running high. Supermoon. Okay. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. I am not an astrologist, so I feel like this is definitely embracing the emotions of a situation. So revealing what needs to be seen, I feel like that has to take a deeper dive into the emotions that you have and that you need to work through, because your emotions are running so high. And maybe you need to, I feel like pray, let it go to the divine. Definitely feeling like a little healing, but change is coming with something. All right, let's do a little bit more of a deep dive. You know, maybe we're holding on to a little too much, and I feel like we need to be a little bit more playful. Right, because we've been dealing with a lot of deceptive energy lately. Right, let's see what, reveal what needs to be seen. All right, for Aquarius. All right, what do we got? Two of Pentacles coming out. Nine of Swords. And the Strength. Seven of Cups on the bottom. I feel like if you've had choices or opportunities, they might be kind of cluttering your mind, but this also could be flowing through the emotions. Like, it's like getting hammered with a whole bunch of emotions all at once and trying to sort through it. And I feel like it's leaving you kind of unbalanced and very stuck in your head. High anxiety, like, where's this going? Is this going to happen? How are we going to do this? Is this going to work? Type of energy. And the universe is telling you to have strength. But it's about having that inner strength to kind of work through that, whatever that is. And that's maybe what the universe is trying to show you, what it's trying to reveal. The Four of Cups popping up. It's like focusing so much on those Three of Cups that you're not looking up. You know, you're blindfolded. That Two of Swords. All right. Tell me about these emotions running high. I'm not taking these, but the High Priestess and the King of Swords, I feel like that message is, I think, you know, deep down you need to have more discipline when it comes to communication, when it comes to being more decisive about something. And the Judgment under that. So feeling like this is something that you need to do and you know it. All right. There's that indecision card. A lot of swords. A lot of air energy coming out. I feel like whatever boundaries you've been setting, you need to keep pushing for those, or it's kind of going to be a chaotic moment. It's, I don't know what that is, but somebody will know. Alright, emotions are running high. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the World, and the Two of Swords. I feel like nothing's moving, nothing's growing, you don't have anything to offer. It's kind of like, kind of like you lost the ability to grow. You know, you're ungrounded. Everything's kind of chaotic energy. Take that for what it is. When the World card is here, it's saying that something needs to change. I don't feel like it's a cycle that's quite ended yet, but maybe a cycle that does need to end. But you're kind of not really sure how to end it with that Two of Swords. You know, you're trying to go within. You're trying to, I feel like, kind of clean up your mess. Maybe kind of calm the chatter that's been going on. And show up in that loving energy. Like, maybe move through... I don't know how to say this. But it's like... you're trying to get some higher enlightenment on... understanding how to move in the world with love. I know that's kind of a weird message, but I think a lot of it has to do with being able to have some kind of family support and really just kind of breaking down and allowing things to flow. I know that's a really super weird message, but right now you're really just kind of in this mode of, I can't see anything and I'm blinded. I'm afraid of the unknown. How am I going to move? Like, it's kind of like, I don't really know how to describe it. Like, you want to feel this. You want to feel confident. You want to feel financially abundant, financially stable, but really you're in this, I don't have anything coming in type of energy. I'm very ungrounded. It's kind of... I think what needs to change is the conflicts going on around you. Like, instead of thinking, how can I compete with something, instead of how can I collaborate with something. Tell me about this Two of Swords, please. And how do I build? How do I build something that is going to last type of energy? And not knowing how to get there. And some of it is allowing yourself to walk away from what no longer serves you. What am I not willing to do in order to take this leap towards myself? It's also about showing yourself a little bit of love and allowing that love to flow. Enables you to be more driven, or at least have the idea or the concept of being driven. That was kind of a message, but I feel like with those emotions running high, you know, maybe you don't feel like with that Nine of Wands that you have the effort or the energy to keep going forward. And you're just kind of like stuck in this position of nothing's moving. I don't know if I have anything to offer, when the world's telling you, you have the ability to change that. You have the ability to close that chapter out and start something new, but you're not really clear on which direction you want to go. Like, how do I build this? How do I get to this energy? What is it that I'm fighting with in order to continue to keep growing type of energy? I like it. It's about really soothing these emotions. And there's really not a whole lot of emotions. So I really feel like this isn't about love or anything. This is really just about finances. So take that for whoever resonates. I forgot to pull a lovey card, but that's okay. I love that. It's bright. Tell me about this emotions we're running high. Just one, please. Thank you. On the back, it says, Felix Feltitious. Power symbol to create luck, serendipitous events. Let me see if I can get it clear enough to where you guys can read it. Okay. So definitely trying to change something. It's definitely a power symbol. So it may be something you should look up or just see what it's about. This reveal what's need to be seen. That's about your self-confidence. You know, what is unbalanced and keeps you stuck in your head that you can't see your inner strength. It says strong self-belief and a sense of self-worth. So I feel like that's what that blue moon is going to pop up for you. This emotion's running high. We have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. And focus on the love that you support, that you have around you. And maybe watch that Page of Pentacles turn around and turn into an offer. All right. We're going to see what the beautiful affirmation is for the Aquarius. My beautiful Aquarius. Oh, all the affirmations. We're not taking all that. Just give me one, please. No? Okay. Come on. On top. All right. They watch, they cope, they follow, I innovate, I elevate, I lead. I feel like that's telling you that you need to be more innovative and elevate the way you actually lead in life, if that makes sense. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Aquariuses. Definitely going through something. I forgot about the love, so love advice, 10 of Cups. With the Knight of Swords and the Moon. I feel like whatever love situation you're trying to bring in, I feel like it's telling you to keep moving forward and maybe embrace the unknown. Like, keep traveling that path. So definitely focus on some kind of loving situation. Maybe that motivates you to move forward through the unknown. All right, that's what I have for you, beautiful Aquariuses. Thank you and have a great weekend. All right, we are now moving on to the Taurus, the beautiful bulls. Right. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. What do we have for 44? 43, 46. All right, my beautiful Taurus. Right, on to my earth signs here. My very grounding earth signs. All right, take what resonates. These are rocks. These for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. All right. Give me one oracle card for Taurus for their highest good. What is it they need to know right now? Okay. Take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn with trust all will be well. I like that. New moon in Virgo. I didn't read the cards before I showed the cards. So I definitely like it. I feel like we have a new moon and we have a full moon. Embracing and releasing. I like it. All right. So And maybe you need a reality check about something, or you're about to get a reality check. You know, I think it'll all work out the way it's supposed to. But definitely getting a reality check. Maybe you're giving somebody a reality check. All right. Emotions are running high right now, so watch out for that. All right. Need one card for Taurus for their highest good. Just one. All right. Show the world the real you. Full moon. A lot of full moons. The energy is gaining momentum and wanted to pull that. And then, I like that. Communication is key. Definitely a new moon. All right, so 2 moons on the new moons on the bottom. So definitely releasing something. And something really coming in. I really like it. So, new moons and full moons. And then the energy is gaining momentum. I feel like you're getting a reality check, or you're giving some kind of reality check. You're having faith that everything's going to be fine, but we'll see what this reality check is. I think you're allowing yourself to be you, and whatever that is in your aspect of life, it's gaining some kind of momentum, but it definitely starts with communication. So we're going to take a look into this. Take a reality check. I like the fact that you got 2 full moons and then 2 new moons on the bottom. So definitely something coming through. Taking action on something. This might start in like Cancer season, you know, and doesn't really quite finish up until Capricorn season. Or you don't really like see the benefit of it until Capricorn season. I don't know why I feel that way, but we're going to go with it. Ooh. Okay. Well, I wanted to say a lot. So, Emperor. I feel like you're in this like status quo of being stern, being stubborn, like maybe slightly defensive in a way. And that reality check is, you know, you don't know really where you're going or where you're journeying. You're still kind of like mentally working things out. Definitely going through some kind of emotion. And then we get the Ace of Swords. It's about having clarity, finally seeing the light. And I feel like that's kind of that reality check, you know. And then that allows you to move into the world of, I can build this. I can create this. It's kind of like moving past a dreamy energy. And that gives you the ability to have action on it. For whatever that is. So, but definitely sitting high up on that throne with that Emperor. You know, the Emperor also knows how to get what they want. So you might be seeing some communication come up. With that Six of Swords, I don't feel like it's a kind of like a stuck energy, maybe kind of like a pause moment. You know, it's telling you that you're not really quite through the rough waters yet, but you're getting there with the Ace of Swords. It's like getting a little bit more clear about what you're driven to do and what you're willing to move towards. And that, no, 3 of Pentacles coming up with the World. It's like working through, maybe you're working through some kind of cycle that hasn't really quite ended yet, but is getting there. But I feel like it's a reality check moment. All right, High Priestess. You know, trust your gut, trust your intuition, and have a little faith. All right, does this show the world the real you? Ooh. I like it. We have the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of knights. One more, please. I feel like if this is love, you're healing some kind of love situation, but it's about getting some kind of balance, about, not really getting it, it's about balancing out love in order for you to grow. I don't take that however it resonates, but it, as the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles with the star on the bottom, I feel like you're trying to heal something in order to balance out how you show up in love in order to build something better. Take that for whoever it is. All right. I like this. Show the world the real you. The energy is gaining momentum. I like it. All right, so we got the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. So it's like that idea. Ooh, look, the Six of Cups and the Two of Pentacles again. So same message. This might be about love. Taking your reality check. If this is about love, you're not really through the turmoils of something, and then you need to get a little clear in your mind in what direction you want to move. It's like I have this sudden movement, but you're driving your own train, buddy. Where are you going? And then showing yourself the real you, allowing yourself to be you, I think opens the alignment for movement in love and movement in abundance, but understanding that it's slow, steady progress. Like, it's not going to happen right now. Chess is a game of strategy, and that's what he's playing in this card, this Cups card. And you're also mapping your journey out, and that takes time, that takes effort, but you're kind of in that King of Wands energy where you're allowing yourself to be you and just making shit happen. You know, you're like, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to do this, I'm going to be who I am. And I really like it. And it really, it's that seed of that growth. What kind of love do I want? And how do I balance it into my life? I really like it. It's really kind of cool. It's really good energy. But you have to manage those waters first before you can go on that journey. You know, Death card showing up. It's about transforming something. All right. Anything else for the beautiful Taurus? Ooh. Are we releasing toxicity and negative energies in order to gain some kind of victory when it comes to having some kind of healthy love in your life? Whatever that love is, it's going to be different for everybody, but I really definitely like it. With that Devil coming up in reverse, it's like, especially landing on the Ace of Swords, it's like I'm kind of releasing this. Maybe that's what that reality check is. Negative views on how you view relationships or even yourself in general. All right. I'm not taking all that, but thank you. All right. Good Lord. You're an earth sign, not a talkative sign. Give me one, please. All right. I'm going to leave that there. Reality check. Tell me about this reality check. All right. Ooh, I like it. Okay. We have little luxuries. Generates Generates, I can't read today. Generates luxuries, experiences, and surroundings. So it's about life's little pleasures. All right. Take a reality check. We have Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. And enlightenment did pop out, so. Or insight. Kind of weaving through the inner turmoils over here with this Labyrinth card. Labyrinths are hard to navigate, so that's maybe what you're trying to navigate right now is those emotions. Right. Achievement. Win the award, accolade, or contract. I feel like you showing up as you is a win all in itself. So that achievement is for however you perceive it. All right, what do we have? Affirmation for Taurus for their higher good. What is it they need to hear right now? I definitely like it. On top. Thank you. My presence is known from the streets to the boardrooms. I dominate in every time zone. I like it. It's about showing the world the real you. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Kind of a weird read, but I liked it. Definitely kind of allowing yourself to go through the emotions in order to have some kind of clarity. Definitely a good read. All right, we are moving on to my beautiful Virgos at 57. All right. How are my Virgos doing? Kind of split that energy up a little bit. All right, welcome to your Blue Moon read. I hope all is well. All right, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, what do we have going on for the beautiful Virgos? All right, take what resonates and leave the rest. Please give me one card for the higher good of Virgos. What do we have for the beautiful Virgos? All right, we have practice gratitude. I like it. Last quarter moon and Sagittarius and lighten up. Okay. We are in Virgos, right? Last quarter moon and Leo. So last quarter moons. So definitely practicing gratitude, like being grateful for things, does allow your energy to lighten up. So I really kind of like that. All right. See what else we have going on for the beautiful Virgos. All right. Not taking all that. Give me one, please. Nope. Well, I wanted to come out together, so I'll take it. I like it. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. What do you need to release? Look at the bigger picture. Interesting. So, the more gratitude that you practice, the more grateful you are for the things that you have, allows you to lighten up, have a more brighter approach and outlook on life. But it definitely takes a balance of being spiritual and practical. Spiritual is really for you to decide. Nobody can really tell you where your spirituality is. And your practicality is your real world, the everyday ins and outs, the laundry, the job, the getting your car worked on, the really all of it, just your whole entire outside world. And allowing something that doesn't really quite work for you, to release it, to let it go. Like, it's kind of like dealing with a problem that you have no control over and kind of releasing the outcome of that. But with having a look at the bigger picture, it's like maybe taking a step back and looking at everything as a whole. All right. Let's see what we got for my beautiful Virgos. We've got the High Priestess showing up with Justice. I feel like that's about trusting yourself that everything kind of works out the way it's supposed to. I did see the sign card there, so that's kind of nice. I feel like maybe brighter days ahead. All right, tell me about this practice gratitude. I don't know what that is, but I wanted to come out. The Hierophant. It's probably my favorite Hierophant card. I feel like it's about just praying, being open to pray. Maybe believing in something that's higher than you. All the cards, man. Okay. I feel like you're trying to build something. Everybody is getting this Ace of Pentacles card lately, but everything's kind of on pause right now. And a lot of it has to do with, I feel like, just getting in touch with higher source at the moment. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of conflict going on. Nothing's really moving. You're kind of like at a stalemate. And there's something that you need to end in order to do that. And that might just be the fact that maybe you're not grateful about a situation. And you need to allow yourself to be grateful. It's kind of like being grateful for the lessons that you learn in life. Take that wherever it wills. Alright, tell me about this balance, spirituality, and practicality. What do I need to release? You got the Five of Pentacles coming out. So I feel like what you're needing to release is a mindset change. This might be a mindset around financial abundance. This could be just a mindset in general. You know, it's something you need to walk away from. You know, be more open. It's kind of like releasing your love out into the world. And moving forward with that full card. Not maybe just taking a leap of faith, but just moving forward. I feel like when it comes to the King of Pentacles and the Moon here, it's kind of like not knowing where you're going. Like you have, I feel like deep down, because the Moon is kind of like your subconscious. Deep down, you want to be that King of Pentacles, but you don't really know how to get there type of energy. I feel like this needs to have a trigger warning. You know, you're focused on your money, your ambitions, your goals, but you're not really seeing anything come in right now. You know, and I feel like the more joy that you can have in your life, the more you kind of bring into it. But down to this balance, spirituality, practically, I can't say that. It gets me all tongue-tied. And what you need to release some kind of mindset in order to allow you to open up to the world to at least move forward. You know, because you're kind of stuck in this Nine of Wands energy about how to get there. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. The more you practice gratitude and you're grateful for the things you have, the happier it's going to make you. Especially with that lighten up card on the bottom. but it definitely starts to balance you out. But there's definitely something you need to release and the grander scheme of things. So, all right, what advice do we have? I feel like that was kind of short and sweet. I mean, it's a pretty simple message. Allow yourself to practice gratitude. It's about being, maybe prayer at the moment. I feel like kind of changes maybe some conflict that you have going on because you feel like everything's been still and stagnant, and it's time, the universe is telling you it's time for that to end. Like, it's done. Change it up. Allowing yourself to release whatever mindset that you have and walk away from it, whether that's finances or just negative mindset altogether, allows you to be a little bit more open to move in more of a direction that you want to move in with that full card. It's usually about taking a leap of faith, but I'm not really reading it that way, so take it how it resonates. We have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes, and I feel like that's after that release moment. All right, practice gratitude with Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So maybe have a little bit more gratitude about the people that you're surrounded with. And then the sun. The golden energy of sun brings fame and fortune. So I feel like that's also a lighter energy, allowing yourself to be happy and kind of seeing things for what they are. The sun lights things up. All right. I feel like that was a super heavy reading. I feel for you right now, Virgos, but I feel like as long as you can practice more gratitude, it just kind of puts you in a different pool. All right. What affirmation do we have for the beautiful Virgos? Probably gonna hear my husband around. All right. What do we have for my beautiful Virgos? I don't clock in. I cash out. I make money, work for me, not for the others. Not the other way around. I like that. So I feel like that's going to be your affirmation. All right. Take it however you will. All right, my beautiful Virgos, that's what I have for you. We are moving on to the Capis. The Capricorns. Right. Yep. Okay. All right, what do I have for my beautiful Capis? 108.15. All right, Capricorn, how are we doing today? I hope all is well. All right, we're going to be doing your blue moon read. I can't talk today, so bear with me. All right, we are going to be doing the blue moon. It's going to be for sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I don't usually do all signs. I started out doing all signs, but I don't do them really much anymore. And I think it's because my schedule doesn't really allow for it at the moment, which is fine. So, we're going to see how this goes. All right. We have Think It Through with New Moon and Gemini. And release your blocks. See, I can't talk. First quarter moon in Scorpio. I like it. So maybe whatever you are thinking it through about, it's time to release the box. So maybe you have an idea, or there's a project you're starting. Maybe it's a new job, new relationship, and you're kind of thinking it through, but you feel like everything's kind of blocked right now. And this blue moon is kind of clearing that up for you. What do we have for Capricorn for their highest good? Give me one card, please. What do we have? Thank you. Luck is on your side. I love it. And there's an arrow. Anytime I see an arrow, I always think the Ace of Swords. It's clarity. And I love it. New Moon and Sagittarius. With balance, spirituality, and practicality. Right. I feel like we were just talking about that. All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say on think it through. What idea, concept, or really anything are we thinking through at the moment? New Moon in Gemini. So this might be around Gemini season. This could be kind of whenever you're hearing it. All right, definitely new moon, so new things. All right. Tell me about this. Think it through for the Capricorns. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. I like it. Two more, please. I feel like this is an idea or concept that you're planning and you're plotting out. It's like plotting out the path you want to take in order to move in that direction. I don't really get any other messages other than that. It's kind of like you're thinking about it and you're thinking about it, you're planning it, you're plotting it, you're planning on moving forward. And I'm going to kind of leave it at that because I really just kind of like that message. What that is for you, only you will know. You're definitely taking a leap of faith towards something. And I really, really just kind of like the energy. So, whatever idea, concept you have, definitely keep planning. And there's some kind of forward movement towards you. Tell me about this. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. We have 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. All right. Do we have anything else? Yes, no? No. Okay. I feel like it's like throwing it up in the air. Like, I'm leaving it up for chance type of energy with that judgment call. It could be just kind of leaving the negative aspects behind type of energy. I really like it. I feel like luck on your side is about the work and the effort you've been putting into something and nurturing it with that 8 of Pentacles. It's about growing it, feeding it, allowing it to be type of energy. And I really like it. I don't feel like there's a super deep message. Just really strategizing something by thinking it through, really planning, plotting on the path that you want to go. And I feel like I don't feel love at all in this. This is like really just planning your path, your destiny, your what you want your life to be. And I really like it. And with that judgment and the devil in the back, I think that's just you releasing any kind of negative thoughts about it, any kind of negative aspirations, and you're just like, you know what? It's okay. Whatever it is that you're doing, that you're moving with, in this think it through card, know that luck is on your side. You keep putting the work in, and you keep nurturing that, and you keep watering those seeds. I feel like it's gonna grow for you. You know? I don't, there's not really a whole lot. I feel like you're just creating your own world. God, it feels good too. Right. Capricorn, you may have the best read of the day. All right, we have Mystic Star coming out with tell me about this love on your side. All right. Okay, we have Triple Moon. Fell out. I'm going to give it to you because your guys' wasn't like a super long read. I feel like you know what direction you want to go. That's what you're moving to and you're putting the work in. I feel like this is just kind of a clarification for you type of energy. Triple Moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. And I really like it. We have Mystic Star, harmony in the house and great friendships. And then we have a Wane, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. And I love that because you have the balance of spiritual and practicality. So I feel like everything's kind of aligning. The more you put your spiritual balance, the person you are, and the thoughts and the beliefs that you have into more of a practical manner, I feel like that kind of opens it up. It's really just balancing yourself out. I love that. And then we have the Tree of Life. True wisdom and making good choices in life. And I love that because a lot of this is about rooting something that you want and watching it grow. And it's really just beautiful energy. All right, what affirmation do we have for my beautiful Capricorns? All right, what do I have for my beautiful Capricorns? My beautiful goats. Come on. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'd rather be solo than be surrounded by fake shit. I don't know what that means, but hey, rock on. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. I'm going to give you one more. All right. I do not chase. I do not beg. I simply replace. So if you're going through some kind of love situation, there you go. But I feel like this is also you not being afraid to do whatever path this is alone, then being surrounded by the things that kind of don't put you in, that don't align with what you're trying to build. And then the do not chase, do not beg, I simply replace. I don't feel like this is about replacing family or anything like that. It's about not replacing your dreams. Like, you're not going to... I just really feel like it's not chasing anymore. It's like you're going after it. I really love it. I can't explain the energy that I have, but like it almost makes me want to cry happy tears. So for whatever Capricorn is hearing this right now, like, I go for it. Whatever it is, just go for it. All right, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you.